Welcome to Navigating the Vortex, a deep dive, big picture analysis of contemporary geopolitics and geoeconomics. Today, Trump caves to Putin yet again at Alaska summit. The two presidents were eager to portray their encounter as successful, but significant differences between them remain. The only certainty after a 3-hour meeting between US President Donald Trump and his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin, in Alaska on August 15 is that there is no ceasefire in the war between Russia and Ukraine. This is bad news for Ukraine, which has been under assault for 3.5 years. By contrast, it is a clear victory for Russia, and a personal triumph for Mr. Putin. Not only can he now continue his air and ground campaigns against Ukraine, but he has also been able, again, to avoid Mr. Trump's threats of very severe consequences in the absence of a Russian agreement to a ceasefire. Add to that the prestige of an invitation to the United States and the warm personal welcome he received from Mr. Trump, and it is obvious that Mr. Putin is very much in control of events on and off the battlefield. The outcome of the highly anticipated meeting does not reflect well on the American president. If anyone had any faith left in his deal-making prowess, it would have been severely diminished, if not completely evaporated, after Friday's events. Despite Mr. Trump's apparent commitment to get tough on Russia if there was no ceasefire, he appears to have caved in yet again to Mr. Putin. Both presidents were eager to portray their encounter as productive and successful, but from their brief statements to the press afterwards, it was clear that significant differences between them remained. While Mr. Putin emphasized progress in rebuilding relations with the United States, Mr. Trump was clear that some headway had been made but that there was no deal yet. Both presidents teased the possibility of a follow-up meeting, possibly in Moscow, but nothing concrete to this effect was agreed. Where does this leave Ukraine and its European allies? The good news is that no deal was made over their heads or, as far as is known, behind their backs. Mr. Trump noted that significant differences remained on the path to a ceasefire. This is likely a reference to the gap between what Russia and Ukraine are willing to accept in a future settlement, with Moscow's demands for Kyiv to recognize occupied territories as Russian the most serious stumbling block. In his subsequent interview with Fox News, Mr. Trump advised the Ukrainian president, Volodymyr Zelensky, to make a deal because Russia is a very big country, and they are not. Whether this is merely Mr. Trump parroting a well-worn Russian speaking point, that Moscow will ultimately prevail over Kyiv in a war of attrition, or whether it is his genuinely held belief is almost immaterial. But it signals that Mr. Trump is yet again pivoting away from supporting Ukraine in its quest for a just peace. For now, the American president has not completely abandoned his efforts to bring peace to Ukraine. But he has put the onus on Mr. Zelensky without offering any of the reassurances that were given to him and other European leaders only days ago. Mr. Zelensky reportedly had a lengthy conversation with Mr. Trump after the Alaska meeting, and will meet his American counterpart in the White House on Monday. Mr. Trump's deal-making is very much premised on the idea of winner takes all. Unfortunately for him, and above all for Ukraine, he has left Alaska empty-handed and Mr. Putin with a big smile on his face. A big thank you to all of our readers, listeners, followers and subscribers. Signing up to the newsletter is the best way to make sure you don't miss out on anything, and you'll get our newsletter and podcast delivered straight to your inbox wherever you are in the world. Importantly, you'll also be able to read the full written version of all of our pieces, which gives all of the background links to the information we cite in case you want to dive deeper and, like us, like to look at primary sources and check your facts. You can register for free at navigatingthevortex.com. You can also subscribe for subscriber-only access to comments and chats and other special subscriber-only benefits. You can find all these details in the podcast show notes as well. We hope you'll share Navigating the Vortex with anyone you think might find it of interest. If you like the show, please consider rating and reviewing us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you are listening.